Hi everyone, welcome. This is Miss Lily. Today I'm going to show you how I draw a simplified version of the famous painting Irises. The original painting by Vincent van Gogh was done in 1889 at the garden of an asylum where he stayed. He had done 130 paintings at the asylum before he passed away. The irises were painted during his first week of stay. He studied the movements and the shape of the plants bounded by wavy, twisting, and curly lines. The materials we will need are paper, pencil, and color pencil. Let's get started. Step 1. Pencil frame. Use a ruler to draw a horizontal rectangular shaped frame. I leave it up to you to decide how close you want your frame to be away from the edges of the paper. Step 2. Rough draft. We can see that the upper half of the drawing is primarily green vegetation, while the bottom half is primarily brown soil. To divide the two sections, we will draw a horizontal line across the center of the page. Then draw a line from the left center to upper right corner. Another line from left center to the lower right corner. Inside this triangular section is where our irises will be at. At the lower right area, we will sketch an oval to indicate those irises that are the closest. Continuing with the draft, we will locate all iris flowers with circles inside this area. Scatter out 14 to 19 iris flowers, depending on the size of drawing you are working with. Draw these circles in a variety of sizes. Remember to sketch as lightly as possible. Then locate the irises closest to us in the front inside the lower right oval area. Since they are closer to us, they will appear larger. Step 3. Draw the irises. In Vincent van Gogh's painting, all the irises are different. Because today we are drawing a simplified version, I'm going to teach you how to draw only 5 different irises. Notice that in the original painting, all the irises are purplish blue except one. This is a white iris. We are going to draw this one first. There are 3 petals here. Draw the left side, right side, and then final one below and between the two. Now, grab another piece of paper. Let's practice drawing the next 5 types of irises on the scratch paper. Watch and follow along first. Iris number 1. The petals at the top look like parentheses with small waves at the top. One petal draping down on both sides. Lastly, connect the 2 like this. Iris number 2. Again, starting the top petal with a round loop. 2 loops hiding behind it, one on each side. Draw petals draping down on both sides. Connect the 2 with a bump like this. Iris number 3. The first petal look like a yummy bow. Do a draping petal like how we did before. With the last petal, draw it round instead of draping one. Iris number 4. This iris is kind of closed, draping down. Round top with small wavy lines at the bottom this time. A second petal that look like a jelly bean shaped hides behind. Then our third petal at the bottom in between the 2 is with small waves toward the bottom. Iris number 5. First draw an almond shape. Also with 3 petals, but all 3 have a more pointy end with some S-shaped or rounded lines. Now you are on your own to scatter these 5 types of irises on all of the circles from your rough draft. Step 4. Draw the stems of each irises. They vary in length and directions. Step 5. Draw the leaves. For me, I draw them like drawing the seaweeds under the sea. Layer each leaf from front to back. The size and number of leaves per iris may vary. Some may have 3 around its stem, while others only have 2 around its stem. On the finished work here, we can see that this area where the irises are is filled with green leaves. So let's fill in the rest of the area with lines of those leaves. Step 6. Color the irises. Color the white iris first. You will need light blue, orange, and golden yellow. Draw only a few lines of each color on all 3 petals. Use the golden yellow to draw a line from the center of the iris toward the center of the lower petal. Next, we are going to color the rest of the irises. We will need golden yellow, light blue, and violet blue. With the golden yellow, we draw from the center of the flower on the petals that drapes downward. Stop the line at the center of each petals. Cover all iris petals with a layer of violet blue. Do not press hard at this point and color evenly. And then with the light blue, color all petal with a second layer. This time it is okay to press a little harder to try to fill in the rest of the petals so that the petals can have a solid, vibrant mixed color of the violet blue and light blue. Sharpen the violet blue color pencil and use this to draw the lines on each petal that represents foldings. Using the same color, give each petal an outline to make the irises pop. Step 7. Color the leaves. The colors needed are green, golden yellow, light blue, blue, and violet blue. Turquoise is optional if you have one. Color the leaves with a layer of green evenly and softly. Draw a line of golden yellow on some of the leaves of your choice, only some and not all. Use blue or green again to give the leaves a second layer of color. Then use either the blue or violet blue to trace the outline of each leaf. For the remaining white area in between these irises, fill in with more leaves by drawing its outlines using blue or turquoise. Color in all the remaining leaves you just added. Remember the leaves for the irises at the front too. Step 8. Background. We will need golden yellow, orange, apple green, dark green, and dark gold. Use the golden yellow to draw some ovals laying flat representing the small yellow flowers in the background. Those that are more on top should be drawn smaller to appear farther away from the viewers. Use orange to draw a line at the lower area of each of these ovals to represent shadows. Color a layer of the apple green on the background. Coloring pressure should be soft and even, and try to reach all areas including the areas in between the irises and its leaves. With dark green and dark gold, draw some tiny bumps and short lines. Finally, use the apple green once again to color a second layer using circular motion for texture. Step 9. Soil. We will need reddish brown, dark green, red, pink, and any other similar warm colors that you have. Color a layer of reddish brown. With the rest of the warm colors that you have, add small segments of horizontal lines. Lastly, use the reddish brown and color a second layer using circular motion for texture. Step 10. Color the frame and sign your name. Outline the frame using a dark color of your choice. Find a place anywhere on the drawing to sign your name with and put the date. Voila, we are done. I'm sure you all did a great job because you have now created a drawing of the irises uniquely done by you. Don't worry if your drawing is not the same as mine or as your neighbors, because we are all human beings and we are all unique. Let's all honor that, celebrate, and give gratitude to ourselves for having taken this time for a drawing session together. I send love and gratitude to everyone for sharing your time and energy with me. Feel free to share this video to everyone around you, inspire people to pick up their childhood hobby and draw to feel great. Looking forward to our next creation. Bye bye.